So YCS Long Beach just took place, and this is your winner right here, Michael Balan, winning with Dark World over a whole bunch of Dino Rabbits, Insector, Windups, blah 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 blah. I'm pretty sure any deck you can imagine. There was 4,300 people, and I think it's the biggest TCG Yu-Gi-Oh tournament ever, and that's a good lookout because when I saw there was gonna be 4,300 people, I really thought maybe a rogue deck would take it. And Dark World's not really a rogue deck, but it's still pretty out there. And it's always been a pretty good deck in my opinion. I've actually been play testing it in the past few weeks to see its power, because I have a friend that plays Dark World, and he's been beating my windups with it. Just the fact that if you let them go off with their field card and they get a few draws in, they can really wreak havoc if you haven't set up against them. Also, you can't really don't don't let Grapha get too much of an advantage over you, because Grapha can be a big problem. The simple fact that he can destroy a card when it's sent to the graveyard from your hand, being discarded at least, and it's a big ass beat stick. It's too big in my opinion, and it gets even bigger with the field card. And it's so easy to summon from the graveyard as well. So I've always thought that they had a great matchup against Dino Rabbit, because Dino Rabbit, they don't have trouble with just like those cards that can't be destroyed by battle, but they have trouble with cards that can't kill. Cards with high attack points. They've always had trouble against like those big synchros from plants like Stardust and Scrap Dragon and Trishula. But Dark Worlds, they don't need a synchro because they have a boss card in their main deck, and that's Grapha. And it can easily come back from the graveyard. It can come back without minusing. It actually helps you plus most of the time. And that's why I think they've always had a good matchup against Dino Rabbit. Another thing they can do great is they can make your opponent draw into multiple vanillas, because with Dark World dealings and drag down to the grave, it forces your opponent to draw. And a lot of times it's kind of sketchy to draw it with rabbit decks or rescue rabbit decks, because you don't want to draw into those cards you don't need. So yeah, they have some pretty decent ways around stopping Dino Rabbits and giving them a hard time to win. So I'm not surprised that Dark Worlds won. I was really hoping Insectors would win, but I kind of knew that Dino Rabbit was going to win just because of the large amount of side decking people would be doing against them, and a lot of people would be prepared to fight them. Also, didn't think Windups would win because I just don't think it's their time to shine. I think they're one of the most skilled decks to use right now, and I think smart players, they don't always go for the Windup loop. Skills players know that other players are going to be maining cards like Maxi and Effect Veiler to stop them, so they don't need to go for them. They can just outplay them with Rescue Rabbit. No, not Rescue Rabbit. Windup Rabbit and Windup Rat. They're extremely good cards. That's why I think it's one of the most skilled decks right now. Let's see, what else was out there? I know Heroes was in the top 16. I think Heroes was even in the top 8. Also, Piper Chaos was in the top 8 as well, and that's a pretty good look on them. I'm not too surprised that Heroes was in the top 8, but I am kind of surprised that it didn't win, because this is California. And if anyone knows anything about California, they love to play Heroes. And it was a skill drain Heroes as well, which makes sense because I think most hero builds are playing skill drain nowadays, because skill drain is a game-winning card. I think even Dark World Play was playing at least one skill drain and main the other, but I haven't seen the official list for it yet. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this tournament if you guys went, and what you guys thought was going to win besides before the tournament started. Thanks guys for watching this, and I hope you guys have a good end of March. April's coming up, and if you guys haven't had your spring break yet, I know it's going to be coming up. See you guys at YCS Chicago if you guys go. I think I'll be going there as well, so maybe we can meet up or something. Take care.